Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another WWE Champions video, and today we're going to be taking a look at Rhea Ripley, the Eradicator. Again, if you don't know, this is about a voting I did a few days back, where I asked which ones you want to see next for my 7 stars. Mr. Iguana was the winner, which we just did yesterday. I recorded him, and that video is already out. We are now doing second place, and this is now 7-star Rhea. Now, Rhea is by far, I think, the best current powerhouse female in the game, and actually one of the best characters in general, possibly even best character in the game. She can do a lot of stuff, mainly just because she can win a match as long as she gets the turn, and she has her forward charge move, which is quite extreme to have. Now, I'm only going to showcase one moveset in this video, and obviously one belt with the same plates. But I will be talking about another build that I think will eventually become better as time goes on in the game. But for the most part, this is by far, I think, her best build and plate options. So let's get into the moveset. Now, the build is tricolor here. Red, green, black. And the red move and the green move are pretty much constant in her build. A lot of times it's just kind of which move you want to have as your third color, whether it's this black or this red. I've seen some people run a green or the short arm or something. Like, there's a few options, but Riptide is, I think, the best one right now. So the arm trap headbutt is our 7 charge. Red deals damage and make the middle row in a cross break, then deal damage and make 40 random in the blast. This move is really good. It sets off 2 play options. It gives us 2 plate options, whether or not you want to run a Frankie plate or a rainbow crossfire. Both will do the same thing, but having options is always good. The main move here is this 4 charge green face breaker knee smash that deals damage, and choose 8 to make into black. The pin bar will not move. This move is very strong and really ties her kit together and makes her very strong, because the pin bar will not move effect. And the plate we're going to be adding with this move. And then lastly, Riptide is a 10 charge black finisher, deal damage, and plus I believe that is 2.4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, 2.4, almost 2.5 million bonus damage for every black gem and pin the opponent. Now, what we're going to be doing here is using plates to actually strengthen this bonus damage, because it actually does do that. And we're going to get very strong bonus damage on those black gems. Our entourage here is going to be Roxanne for green 4, red 4. You do need Roxanne, I think, to really make this build work. You can't have you can't have a green or just a red. You need Roxanne for both, because this way it's going to help us get the face breaker, and with JBL will help us get the arm trap headbutt, as it will give us exactly 7 MP. If you want, you definitely could run a red MP trainer or something else, or Santa Hogan in here, but right now this is going to give us all the MP we need. Now, the coaches are all about giving us more black gem damage for our bonus. So we have Steve here for any colors to 40. We have this Steve for black 40, and then I have Macho for black 35, 20% for 25% more health, and kick out 50%. This, as you can see, is already making our bonus to 6.3 million bonus damage, which is before plates and metals. Our belt here is a 150% and 100, so you can obviously do better with a 200% gem belt. I'm also running a rainbow all gem 45. Technically speaking, it would not hurt to have I don't think I have one, but a black one here. This would be black 60 instead of all 45 if you wanted to do that. But yeah, that's our medals and belt. Plates, let's get into it. So ultimate plates, there's really only 2 options. It's either Frankie the Parrot, which is whenever you make 6 blasts, increase all of your gem by 500, Or if we go down here a little bit, the Rainbow Crossfire, which is whenever you make 4 crossbreak, increase all your gem by 500. They do the same thing, you just need to have one of them. I personally would say put a Crossfire on, just because I think that plate is not as in demand as a Frankie, and I will be moving, once I have more plate removal, be moving this plate over to her, so then I have just another Frankie for someone else that only has blast gems. So I personally think if you're going to use one of them, put a Crossfire, is not as in such high demand. The basic plate. Now, there are technically a few options, so we will talk about it. One of the plates is Chelsea's Entombment, which is whenever you make 8 or more blasts, increase black by 400% for a turn, and then make 4 random blast gems. This is mainly used, obviously, for this build, because this would increase black gem even further every time we hit the blast gem move. But recycling can be a little tough, as it does depend on if there's 7 red on the board or not. Which is, again, I'm not a huge fan of that in this plate for her. The other one that I've only seen a few, I think only three people I've seen use this, is they run the Iguana plate for her, which is whenever you make 6 crossbreak, increase move dash chance by 100%. This is okay, but it really doesn't make sense to me to put on her unless you share this belt with Psycho Clown and you run Psycho Clown that way. Then I can kind of see it, but if you're just running Rhea on her own and don't even have Clown, I really don't see this plate being useful. As yes, it does technically make her safer if there's no 7 red on the board. So then she can keep going, more turns. But the play I have here, Prey in the Night, which is whenever you break 3 or more black, gain 3 green, makes this build an infinite, and a true infinite. As long as you know how to play the game right and you figure out the board correctly if need be, this play, Prey in the Night, is the best option, and it's not in any high demand. She's really the only character in the game that really needs Prey in the Night. So if you have one, definitely put Prey in the Night on her. So we are going to be fighting a mega health pool. Also, I should say lastly before we go to the match, this is a gearless video. I do not have the gear. It does not affect the build we are running, but I do want to talk about a gear build at the end that might be eventually better than this build that I'm running. We're going to be fighting Jade. Jade has 2 billion health, so I wanted to fight someone with a larger health pool because Rhea can do infinite damage. And to showcase this, we're going to fight someone that has pretty much the most health you can have in the game. Even in feud, like a Becky or Rhea will never actually have this much health. They might be, I think, at most 1.5, 1.6 for the most part. But they'll never be at 2.2 billion. So I'm going to slow this down for everyone, just so then we can see this better. So, as you can see here, that is 14 million bonus damage for every black. If you hit this move, like so, all the gems go up. We set it up, either your Frankie or Crossfire for the 500%. It does go up there, as you can see now, it's 26 million. It's not going to go, it doesn't show up anymore. Slim does a great video as well on Rhea. I don't know if it was 7-star, it might have been, but he does also showcase that it only goes up once, but it doesn't show it going up anymore. But it is indeed continuously buffing every time you hit that red move. Now, we basically just need to break black, blow up the board. We get also our 500% increase. So we are going to get not terrible gem damage on top of this. So then again, you hit this move, you blow up your board. So, okay. So as you can see, right, we don't have red. Now, if you're running Iguana Plate or Chelsea's Entombment, that would be the end of it. You would have to just choose your black and hit the finisher. But this is why I like this build so much more, this MP plate, because as long as you connect 1 green, you can continue getting red and then in turn will fill your moves again, which means this build is an infinite. You can continue to keep going. As long as you know how to manipulate the board correctly, you'll never usually not have your moves. So here's same thing. We are 1 MP short, but there's a 4 break we can do here that will give us a red, and we can do a, well, or we can just do a 4 break here, and it'll give us a red and green, like so, and it fills our moves back up again. Again, a continuous cycle. Basically until you want to stop. It's pretty much what it depends on, just when you want to stop the match. So here we'll do this cycle, and then we will now just put our 8 black on the board and then hit the bonus damage, like so. We're now gonna hit it again. It still only says 26, but it's way more than that now. And 1.9 just went to 9, so that was 993, pretty much a billion damage in that one. Again, that's why I like the MP plate so much, as you can save yourself, and pretty much as long as you have that green move, you're going to win the match. You're going to win the match as long as you have that green and continue to get one more green gem when you do it. So we'll run this at least one more time here. We'll do one more, but we're going to go for a full health wipe. We're going to wipe her health out entirely. We're going to do at least 2.2 billion here in this match, because we definitely can do that. So there we go, black goes down. Plenty of red on the board. We don't have to really worry about that, but we are going to have to worry here and finagle the board this next turn. So again, let's see, we're gonna do that. That's gonna be it. There we go. And again, gets us the red again. And again, we just want to keep getting this red move pretty much, because this is obviously our main way of buffing our finisher. Nice. So again, plenty of red on this board. Let's see. What do I want to do? Let's do that. And then we're going to do, again, a 4 break right there. And we're going to hit again. Now, obviously, speed is not her strongest suit. I will definitely say that. Obviously, if I was using her, you don't have to do this long of a match. Most people don't obviously have this much health at all. You'd really, I mean, we would by far be done by now. But I just want to showcase that, yes, this is an infinite, so if you need to take your time to win a match, you definitely can. And this also technically means at any star rarity, whatever, she will eventually win and kill someone, because she will buff forever. Will that make her stay meta relevant? Not entirely. Obviously, faster the better. Eventually, faster cards would come out, especially once we get to newer gem meta, like 7th Silver. This build will definitely not be as fast. Alright, so again, keep in mind, she had 2.2 billion health when we started. She's now at 1.5. This is going to be gone. There you go. Completely wiped out. Completely wiped her health. So again, it just depends on how far you want to go, how much damage you think you need to do. Then do that bonus damage, and it just wins. It just wins. It's so good to have this build. Again, an infinite combo, and it's mainly because of that MP plate. Speaking of this, MP plate and infinite combo build, I want to talk about a build that obviously I'm not going to preview, but I do want to talk about it because I think once we get into different metas, mainly 7 silver and higher, and you do plan on maybe running Rhea because she still can win matches, her moveset I think is going to change. And then it'll make her gear actually useful. Now her gear is multi-4. Her only multi-move in the game, I believe in her kit, is her Fin, the Northern Light. Which, if you don't know, is a 10-charge red finisher, deal damage by 24 random blasts and a multi of strength 8 and pin the opponent, and then make 7 crossbreak black. It's a relatively alright. Now, obviously, adding 4 strength to that is great. You can add King here to add another 2 strength. You can now add more multi-people. Bow would be a great option. I do think down the line, this will eventually be her better gem, her better build if you do take her to 7 silver. Because obviously bonus damage will not scale. Her gem might not really either, but it might still obviously be slower to do, but it will still probably gain a win. And it would be using the same plates and doing the same thing there, where we blow up the board and infinite with the MP plate and the Frankie plate. So if you enjoyed this video, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and share to join the dynasty. Again, getting close to 600 subscribers, which is crazy. And thank you guys so much for the support. And as always, if you made it this far into the video to hear me say this, thank you so much for watching. And I will see you in the next video.